Y'all, we are losing more than 30 veterans a day right now just to self-unaliving, whatever you want to call that. Hey there, my name is Cade, and I kind of view my full-time job right now as helping disabled veterans find cool VA programs that don't require them to take pills or otherwise ruin their life. The VA did save my life. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They gave me access to care that I needed in order to survive. The problem is that a lot of veterans are not getting access to that care either because they don't want to deal with the VA because they've heard such bad things about it, they don't know about these programs, or their VA care teams are just outright denying them access to them. Now, for reference, I was recently diagnosed with a panic disorder, which is basically an anxiety disorder on steroids. My body at random times will just go into an absolute fight or flight response that completely takes over my breathing, my adrenal system, everything. And I'm very well aware of breath control and controlling your panic response. I've got a lot of training in that. But these symptoms are so severe, and they come from some manner of breakdown over time that has compiled into this. Even given my understanding of the situation, I can't do anything about it for the most part, and my VA care team, after they diagnosed me with a panic disorder, got me in touch with a lot of treatments that have actually helped manage it almost entirely. That being said, I do still have pretty significant disruptions to my life. I have to take some pills still that are kind of annoying to take. I have some machines that I have to use that basically keep me alive and keep that stress response managed. The fact is that my VA care team is stellar, and I've had a really good experience with them, and I want other people to know about these programs like equine therapy, music therapy, communitycare, Alpha-Stim machines instead of taking a bunch of weird anti-anxiety medicines, sound pillows for tinnitus and sleep disturbance. There's a lot of stuff that the VA has access to that's not pills, and they're pushing this stuff really hard right now. One of the things I said, community care, is something that's really important right now because the VA system is completely overwhelmed with care requests, and there's not enough providers or equipment. But this new community care system they've set up allows veterans to go out and seek community referrals if their appointments are backlogged. So for instance, my mental health clinic told me that I couldn't get an appointment for another month, which seemed pretty reasonable to me, but they were overwhelmed, and they told me that they would give me an appointment next week with a community provider. You know, they seemed really stressed out they couldn't get me an appointment, and I've seen veterans that are waiting 5, 6, 7 months to get a mental health appointment. I have been so close to the edge on mental health that I have been in the emergency room multiple times for it, and you can't wait that long. But they're giving us access to community health care, and they're giving us access to treatments like the Alpha-Stim that are helping manage for me the anxiety that I have, and they don't really make me fully functional, but I've got a lot of stuff going on. At the very least, though, they've kept me out of the ground. Times are changing and the VA is changing, and we need veterans to start going and getting their disability ratings and getting seen for the things that are hurting them. Y'all, we are losing more than 30 veterans a day right now just to self-unaliving, whatever you want to call that. The 22 a day figure is outdated. And that's not even counting instances of, medical negligence or people that aren't getting care in time. A lot of veterans are not getting what they need from the VA, and there's a lot of resources that are not being used by veterans that need them and just don't know about them. That is the purpose of my channel, is to try and get that message out there. And yes, I do a lot of social commentary, and I say funny and mean things to people in the comments sometimes, but really the core of the channel is getting veterans help. This isn't about me or my personality or my takes or any of the funny stuff. It's about trying to get veterans in touch with the care that they need to survive. Please share this video, comment on it, like it, whatever you need to do. Subscribe to my channel so YouTube knows that this message is good, and help me get the word out to veterans about things like community care and the Alpha-Stim machine, sound pillows. These are therapies that have saved my life from my panic disorder and made it to where I don't have these collapsing panic attacks all the time. I don't believe that I would be here without the intervention of the VA. I need your help to get this type of care to other veterans. If you have questions about any of the stuff that I've talked about so far in this video, please let me know in the comments, and I will do longer form videos about these things as soon as I can get everything set up for all that. If you have topics that you would like to see addressed on the channel, mental health, things like that, navigating the workplace, which I'm not very good at, to be fair, but I can try. Just let me know in the comments. I'm here to help you guys. No matter how mean and off color I can be sometimes, I really am here to help veterans.